Alright, let's look at gold now. Let's see what gold is saying today. Quickly looking at Zoom as well. Hey, what's happening, guys? How's everyone doing? But yeah, it started a little bit late today. I was a little bit busy earlier, unfortunately. But yeah, let's just quickly look at what gold is saying. So obviously we do understand on the weekly now. Yesterday was actually our attempt to start breaking below this area. So this area became really crucial. From here we bounced all the way to the top side, and so we got to keep this area in our mind. Obviously, remember when we done our analysis yesterday, what we said, that this is a crucial area. Looking to the left, usually price does bounce off of this area a lot of times. We can see that even looking to the left here, price was starting to dump from literally the same area that we have over here, as you guys can see. And then from here, obviously we started to push all the way down, second retest over here, forming some sort of double top up here, as you guys can see right here. And as soon as we formed a double top here, of course you understand that's a very strong confirmation to the downside, because usually when you are forming a double top, price is usually just coming back up to retest the key area to collect more orders, to push to the other side, basically to the opposite direction. So that's exactly what's happened here. Price started to push all the way down here, and look at that. After collecting more orders, it was really clean traffic all the way down to this area. And then from this area, we got those numerous rejections, like massive rejection all the way back up to basically 1850, which will be the top side of our range at this point. This was our range that we were in. So now, obviously, we do understand that, you know, if we do start breaking below this, then the next thing is that we are potentially coming all the way down to grab liquidity, potentially all the way down to the lows. And then below these lows is where we have liquidity. So that's kind of what we can expect, potentially a liquidity grab all the way to the downside at this point now. So this is where we have the liquidity. Basically, this is also your daily time frame structure. A lot of liquidity below here, a lot of orders below here. So now what we have to see is, okay, yesterday we understand that price actually rejected this area very heavily. The rejections were really heavy from down here. So now we need to see if something like that does repeat today once again, then we can capitalize on a buy position. Otherwise, look, if we start to violate these lows and potentially start turning this area into a resistance, something like this, at that point we can most definitely look to take this up as well. Look to take this down. Apologies. So yeah, again, just going to have to wait. Patience, that's what's needed today once again. And our session starts in another 8 minutes. We're gonna keep it really simple. Let's just see what the price does. It's pushed down about 120 pips almost, and we understand that gold can push about 200 pips in one direction. So either way we can take it basically, but we just have to wait, sit on our hands and see what price does. Really simple, really simple. What's happening, my brother? You good?
Man, I'm sick as fuck today.
Bro, I'm a little bit ill myself today, man.
I just got this cough. It sounds nasty.
Yeah, I got a headache. My nose is leaking. Trust me, man. I'm in the same boat today, honestly. Insane.
I get to feeling better, dude.
Say that again, my bro.
So get to feeling better.
Yeah, you too, my brother, man. So looking to the downside, where are we looking to capitalize on the sells from? Look, if we do start to break below this area at this point now, we are looking for a retest. Potentially price does grab a lot of orders from up here. You guys can see this will be one of those zones that, you know, where price can potentially come up to grab some orders. So I'll definitely look into this zone. If we can come up here, grab some orders to the downside, and then from there start turning the next area into resistance. This could potentially where we can come up to grab orders from. I'll definitely mark this 100%. You guys can see above this we can get really nice rejections to the top side as well. So we're just going to be super careful, and let's just see what sort of move we can capitalize on today. But so far, again, looking at the structure, just forming lower lows and lower highs, potentially could be forming a double bottom here, because we didn't do much yesterday, much of anything, did we? Yeah, literally we done nothing yesterday. The only thing that we done was the move that we capitalized on. This was our move that we capitalized on yesterday. You guys can see 2 o'clock. So after that, literally price done nothing. Formed new highs and then potentially forming a double top up here to, you know, potentially come down to retest the lows. So let's see. Are we need to also ask a question as a trader right now, is that okay, was this your pullback at this point now? So now if this was your pullback and potentially we're coming down at this point, look, if we start violating the structural lows, two things. Either we're going to start violating the structural lows to grab some liquidity, from there start pushing all the way to the top side. Otherwise, as I said, if we can start turning this area into a resistance, start breaking below 1782, and at that point start turning 1782 into a resistance, I'm more than happy to take it down. But until then, it becomes a bit tricky to capitalize on a sell position. Literally the same scenario as yesterday. But this time we have structure as well. That's the best thing about it. We're starting to tap into the 4-hour support. We actually have structure this time. So yeah, that's the best thing about it. Let's just see how it plays out. Got another 5 minutes left. Oh man, this coffee is so nice. But honestly, yeah, as you guys can see, numerous times we have turned this area into a resistance. So we do understand that there are a lot of sell orders over here. A lot of sell orders. So let's just see. Really have to just wait and see what price does. At the moment we're forming low lows and low highs on the intraday structure. And the lows are all the way here. These are the lows that we formed yesterday. So let's just see. Now if we start to violate these lows, guess what? We are violating the structure lows. We are in a downtrend. We are really bearish. So that's the thing. Are we going to grab liquidity here to start pushing all the way back up, potentially forming some sort of retest? Because look, if it does violate the structure lows, as long as we don't close below this, you are still respecting the structure. You're just basically taking out all the orders. It's so simple. So, but now let's say if we were to get a nice close below this and starting to, violate the structure at the same time as well, at that point, more than happy to take it all the way to the top side. But so far, look, it's just been bearish candles. As soon as we broke out of this range, it's just been massive bearish candles, pushed down about 100 pips. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. You have a lot of orders here. This is a key area. So now if we cannot break this key area, at that point, I'm thinking we can get a very massive push to the top side. So let's just see what happens. I think we'll have spikes at the bottom and then it will shoot up. Yeah, most definitely. Look, it can spike down all the way to the downside. It can push down. After that, we can see a push up as well. What's good, bro? I'm good. How about you guys? Hey, bro. Glad to see you again. Glad to see you as well, my bro. I think it will go up. Yeah. Most probably it can go up. But today we're just going to have a chill session. Let's just let the price come to us. I'm feeling a little bit ill today as well. So, yeah, guys. We're just gonna have a little chill session, but more than happy to catch buyers and sells. As I said, look, at this point now we're starting to retest the lows, and I have the minute time frame open on my MetaTrader 5 as well. Seeing heavy rejections at the moment, heavy rejections. So now look, let's just quickly go back to the minute time frame. If we can start turning this area here into a resistance, start breaking below, start turning 1782 into a resistance, at that point I'm more than happy to take it down. So this is our retest now. Let's see. Look, where are the structure highs? The structure highs are right here. So let's see now if we can start forming some sort of resistance over here. If we can, at that point obviously start breaking below here, more than definitely we can start looking to take it down. But again, I'll wait for the extra bit of confirmation because it is a key area, so I don't just want to take sells straight away. But now again, if we start breaking below this, start collecting sell orders up here, and then start turning this area into a resistance, I'm more than happy to take it down. Until then, as I said, just gonna let it do its thing. Really simple. Let's just quickly add some risk to magic keys. Another thing as well today, guys, I'm really willing to miss out if I do miss out, because as I said, I'm not feeling well today. So usually when I'm not feeling well, I know my performance is not at all-time highs. So more than definitely I'll look for extra confirmations today, because I know myself. Trading is really intense the way we trade, and if I'm feeling a little bit cloudy in my head, I usually don't take a trade. But more than happy to take a trade if I see that confirmation and if I have the confidence. But it's all about being disciplined. So let's just see how it plays out. But again, we're starting to reject the lows at this point, or same lows that we did for my double bottom at yesterday. As you guys can see, first rejection here, second rejection here. Every time we get massive rejections from this area all the way to the top side. Look at your weekly candle at this point as well. So the weekly lows are actually all the way down there. That's where your weekly lows are as well. So that's the thing. If we do start to break the weekly lows at this point now and start turning the weekly lows into the highs, aka the resistance, at that point, look, we're going all the way downtown. The next wick is literally all the way down there. So we have a range of about 100 pips to the downside, and the daily candle has only moved about 100 pips as well. So we can more than easily achieve that target. That's the best thing about it. So we can definitely see shorts playing out today, because look, yesterday we were really bearish, so that's why I was not interested in taking a sell position, because some sort of correction was expected in the markets. But now at this point we do have sustainable price action. That's the best thing about it. So this is our open now. You're starting to get a really massive push to the top side. Let's see, are we gonna start holding this level? Are we gonna start breaking above it? And then at that point, look, at this point, honestly, the way price is rejecting, same area we're rejecting off of. So now if we start turning this area into support, oh, this boy is going to fly all the way to the top side at this point. If we come down now, start turning this area into, let's see how this candle moves. Honestly, might be looking to take a quick buy position here, guys, if my magic keys opens. Yeah, literally keeping the stop loss below the current minute candle. I think we can easily see a 1-to-1 being hit at that point. But let's just see how it moves though, because there's a lot of momentum in the markets. And at that point, nothing is stopping us from coming down. Honestly, nothing whatsoever. But just being super careful right now. Looking to see how price does react around this area as well. That's the thing. So I haven't executed on a position just yet. We have the structure that we are approaching. We had such a massive push to the top side. Yes, if I was to take a position here, we're retesting this area, is most definitely going to keep on pushing up. But I'd rather just wait for the break of this structure, retest. At that point, look, I can use a stop loss below the current wick. At that point, I'm expecting not to get wicked out. But this is going to keep on flying up now, in my opinion. And a buy position can make a lot of sense. So let's see what the next candle does now. I want to see a pullback back to the resistance area, and then start turning this resistance area into the support. And let's see what happens now. If we start turning this area into support, we're going all the way to the top side. So this candle here is really crucial for us now. Really crucial. The momentum is in the market as well. And look, honestly, can use the lows of this wick as a stop loss. It makes a lot of sense. It will be about 30 pips, but it does make a lot of sense. But let's see how this candle will close. If it closes back into the range, at that point we have to wait for the next one, so you start violating the highs. But if this does start flipping, honestly, looking to take a buy position here, it makes a lot of sense. So let's see now. I'm going to look to take a buy position as soon as we start breaking the highs. Fingers on the trigger. So as soon as we start breaking these highs with momentum, I'm in this buy position, keeping stop loss below this. But I want to see these highs starting to break now. Everything's looking good now. Let's see, this is an undecisive candle. Next one needs to shoot all the way up. You don't want to see the lows being broken at this point now. You don't want to see the candle lows being broken. There's a lot of momentum in the market. You want to see price shooting all the way to the top side. At that point, I'm in this position. Until then, still just chilling, because you can expect a retest. That's the thing. So this is it now, coming back to retest the structure at this point now. Are we going to start turning this area into a resistance? If we do turn this area into a resistance, start breaking these highs, that's a really good setup to the top side. Keeping stop below this, aiming for the 1-to-1. But until then, it can very easily start to correct the whole move down, because the move to the top side was really bullish. So we just have to wait and see what happens. So at the moment, I would not jump in a buy setup. But if we do turn this area into resistance, start breaking to the top side. At that point, yeah, you can capitalize on a buy position. Until then, this whole move down can start, you know, price can literally just come all the way down now, start breaking the structure lows, and this can literally just be a really big push to the top side to retest a key area. It's really simple. Really simple. But no, honestly, if we do start staying above this area, turn this area into a support, start retesting this for the second time, because this is where you got to understand, this is where the buyers are sitting. I'm taking a buy position on the break of this, and keeping stop loss literally below this wick here. But I don't want to see this wick being violated. As long as, if we do start to violate this wick, potentially coming down to the structure lows at that point. But honestly, if we can start respecting this wick now, start turning this area into support, we do understand that this area is really, really crucial. At that point, we can most probably take it up. But again, there we go. The minute candle is starting to reject. It's starting to look really, really good at this point as well. Let's see if we can start breaking to the top side though. If it starts breaking its own highs, we've got another minute left as well for the new 5-minute open. The 5-minute open potentially can push down a little bit, and then from there start pushing to the top side. Let's see what happens. Just have to wait and see, guys. Honestly. Let me just quickly add some risk as well. Look, this area, if we can turn this area into a support area and start breaking the highs, we're going to see a massive push to the top side. Let's just hope we can see that. Otherwise, we do understand that this is a really, really crucial area. So if we do start violating the structure lows at this point now, this candle here, if we can start turning this area into a resistance and start violating structure lows, we're coming all the way downtown, all the way down. Let's just see what happens though. Have to wait. Give me. Okay, there we go. This candle might just be it, guys. Let's see now. If we can start closing bullish again, I might be looking to execute on a buy position here, because this candle, as I said, this area is crucial, really crucial. So let's see how the minute candle is. If we start breaking above this, start closing back above, at that point, most definitely we can take it back up. Might be looking to execute on a buy position soon here. This is a retest we expected. At this point, look, price has no business breaking to the top side again. So if you can see a massive close to the top side, at that point, we can take it back up. Again, why did we not execute on a buy position here? These candles were really massive. You need to wait for a pullback when you see something like that, especially when you get open. But now, if we can start seeing more momentum to the top side, at that point, look, we've had our pullback. We can have a decent stop loss as well, and we can take it back up. It's really simple. Really simple. There we go. This might just be it. If we can start closing above here now, at this point, not massive engulfing bullish candle, at that point I'm taking it all the way to the top side. Otherwise, another thing is that we can start turning this area into a resistance, massive engulfing bearish candle. At that point, look, if we do retest it for the second time and start breaking the lows again, we're coming all the way down to the structure lows, violating the structure lows, and potentially turning 1782 into a resistance to push all the way to the downside. So yeah, this could just be that pullback now to take it all the way downtown. Look at your 30 minutes as well. You have the upper wick as well as the bottom wick. So what business does it have breaking the bottom wick at this point as well? You got to keep that in your mind. So if it does starts to violate the bottom wick after turning this area into a resistance, our sells can really play out. Keep that in your mind, guys. Usually, if we didn't get this massive push to the top side, this could have been a really good confirmation candle to the downside. Because look, the momentum is there at this point now. We are really bearish. What business does price have breaking these lows? So if you do start breaking these lows at this point now, look, two things can happen. Because this created an imbalance because there was such a massive push to the top side as soon as we got open. So now two things, either this will be your correction or this will be the actual move. If we start breaking below this, start turning this area into resistance, we can take it all the way downside, all the way to the downside. Let's see what happens. Really nice sells might be playing out. Let's just see. If we can start breaking below these lows here, start turning this area into a resistance, I'm more than happy to take it down. Let me just input. Man, and even with Xauusd, I'm not even going to secure the 1-to-1s. I'm going to hold it for at least 1 to 2. Because Xauusd, you're going to see a massive drop if the Xauusd do play out. But just have to sit on our hands and wait. Still within the range at the moment. So there we go. Starting to come down to retest the lows at this point now. If we start closing below this, I'm just looking to see if we can collect more orders. So maybe a retest. And then at that point, is all the way to the downside. That's what I'm looking to see. Either that or we're going to see engulfing bullish candles now, forming a double bottom here to take it all the way back to the top side of the range. Let's just see what happens. DXY is going up though. There is no correlation. There is no correlation. But again, guys, we are still within this range. It's literally the same range. Look at this. Massive push to the top side. Again, now we do understand. Same thing played out yesterday. Remember, it was coming all the way down. All the way down. As long as we don't violate the structure laws, we are good to go up. We are good to go up. You understand that? But now, there we go. Oh, guys, this might just be our entry coming up at this point. Honestly, if I can see some more momentum kick into the top side, we can take it all the way from the downside. All the way from the downside. Honestly, this might just be our entry coming up now. I'm going to get my magic keys ready. Again. Either we're going to see a retest and start breaking down at this point now, or you're going to see in massive engulfing bullish candles all the way to the top side. Because look at your minute candle at this point as well. It has the upper wick as well as the bottom wick. So if it starts breaking the upper wick again with a lot of momentum, you got to understand there are a lot of buy orders sitting here. A lot of buy orders sitting here. So now it's really simple. Either the pullback will become really aggressive, which this potentially is your pullback right now, because you're forming lower lows and lower highs. But now let's say if you start to engulf everything to the left, you start violating the structure highs and you start breaking the highs again with momentum. At that point, you're not expecting this to be a pullback. You're expecting this to be a double bottom formation here, and we can potentially take it all the way to the top side. We got another 4 minutes left as well for the new 15-minute to open, so let's see what happens. As I said, as soon as we got the open, look at that. This was our open and price literally pushed up like 60 pips in 3 minutes. So again, created an imbalance in the market. That's why I did not want to execute in a position here. Something like this was expected. But now look, this is the correction retest. We can most definitely take it up at this point. Honestly, I might be looking to take it up now, guys. Let's see if it pushes up a little bit more. Yeah, I'm in this position, guys. I'm actually in this position now. I'm looking to take this all the way to the top side. The double bottom has been formed. I'm taking this all the way to the top side at this point. It makes sense. The only area that we have is this issue area. After that, we can pretty much, as soon as we start clearing this, we're good to go up. So this is the issue area that we have to watch out for. A lot of sell orders here. As soon as we start clearing this next bit of area, but again, same sort of formation, double bottom being formed. At this point, we're starting to engulf everything to the left, and I'm in this position here. So now, as soon as we start clearing these highs here, we're going all the way to the top side. 14 pips up. Ooh, this is pushing up. Ho ho ho. 28 pips. That's where my 1-to-1 goes. 1-to-1. Oh, that's the 1-to-1 right there. Wow. You know what? I'll secure 90% on this trade, but I'll look to scale in. But I just want to secure some profits for the day. If it pushes up a little bit more, oh, my TP is about to get hit, guys. Oh, what? Whoa, TP hit, guys. Ho ho ho, TP is about to get hit. Literally a pip away from my TP. Ho ho, what? This was crazy. Look at the push, guys. 24 pips up at this point. I told you, if it forms a double bottom here, I'm taking this all the way up. This is insane. Look at this push, guys. Wow. All the way from the downside. I told you, double bottom being formed here. But what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to close half here. If it starts pushing down below a little bit more, if it starts pushing down below 1786, I'm going to close half, secure some profits, and leave the TP open. Let's see how this reacts. Ooh, look at this beast, guys. Whoa. Look at this push to the top side. 24 pips up at this point. Oh, look at this. It's going to go right past my... Oh, TP hit, guys. The TP has been hit. Wow, wow, wow. At this point, look, we can even scale in because, as I said, this was an imbalance. The imbalance had to be corrected. The correction is done now, and the highs are all the way up here. So if you can start turning this area into a support, we're going all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. We're coming all the way up to the daily highs. Look where the daily highs are as well. The daily highs are all the way up here. all the way up there. So if we can start turning the next area into a resistance, I mean into a support now, I'm looking to scale in. I'm really looking to scale in, but stop loss is at break even now. TP has been hit, guys. So I do want to take another trade though, because the potential to the top side is crazy. In another minute now, if we can start closing up here and start turning this area into a support, I'm looking to execute on another position. But whoa, guys, look at this now. Amazing. But I really do want to capitalize on this winning position, because honestly, if we start breaking above this, this is a double bottom being formed here. The massive push to the top side had to be corrected. That's why I was not looking to execute on a position right away, because I expected something like this. Because look, as soon as you see like 1 minute candles pushing up like 60 pips and there is no fundamental factors driving the price, you're going to see a correction right away. And so that's why I expected the correction, formed a double bottom here, didn't violate the structure laws, and took a position here. Obviously, we're waiting for extra bit of confirmation, so a little bit of a late entry, but the TP got smoked. The TP got hit straight away. So now if you can start turning this area into a support, at that point, honestly, I'm looking to take another position. But now this is the new 15-minute open. Let's see with this if we can start getting some more momentum. If momentum kicks in at this point now, see a massive engulfing bullish candle, might be looking to scale in. So guys, I'm going to just move my MetaTrader 5 to the other screen so I can execute on another position. But let's just see, honestly, this might just be an opportunity to execute on another buy position here. If you can see an engulfing bullish candle kind of like breaking out of the range, so we can use the lows of the structure as a stop loss. If you can see something like this and just kind of like keeping the lows down here somewhere, about 20-30 pip stop loss, because this is your 15-minute open as well now. Look at the bottom wick. It has a tiny bit of an upper wick as well. And previous, oh, this might just be an entry, guys, honestly. Let me see if I can execute on this. This might be our entry coming up. But of course, I'm gonna lower down the risk to 0.5%. You guys know I would never take a 1% risk position once again, so I'll lower down the risk to 0.5% at this point. And because the potential is insane to the top side, so it can really make me 1% if the 1-2, if we can have 1-2 R to R. Okay, cool, sounds good, sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. Let me just change this to 6 so my partial doesn't bug out. 3. Okay, there we go, starting to push down again. Look at this point now, this is the formation of the bottom wick, right? Oh, my runner might be getting stopped up. It's 7 pips away from stopping on my runner. So we're gonna see this area being retested and start breaking the highs again. Man, this might be an impulsive entry to the top side. If we can start breaking these highs again, keeping a stop loss below this. Oh, my runner might be getting stopped up. Runner is 3 pips away from getting stopped out, guys. 3 pips away. So my runner is literally just below this lows. Okay, at this point now, you want to see price starting to push up. Let's see. Otherwise, honestly, you might just have to wait for the new 4 hour to open, and then at that point we can see an entry. But okay, this might just be it, honestly, because we're retesting this area now. I want to see a massive engulfing bullish candle at this point now to the top side, starting to break these highs. If I see an engulfing candle, I'm executing on a buy position. This is the lows of the 15-minute. But if it starts breaking the 15-minute lows again, at that point, obviously you're coming down to the support area, and it's going to stop out my runner as well. But if you can start respecting this now, start forming higher highs, higher lows above this structure. But oh, there we go. Look at this candle struggling to come down at this point now. If this candle can start engulfing everything to the left and start turning this area into a support, this might just be the entry, the next entry. Okay, there we go, starting to come all the way up. Now the next candle, I want to see a print up all the way to the top side, stop breaking the highs, and then that can give us a nice entry. Because this candle does not have enough momentum for me to take a trade on this candle. I need more confirmation. I want to see the structure highs being violated. At that point, look, if you can start breaking the 15-minute highs once again, which is all the way up here, at that point I'm looking to execute on a position, and then hopefully we can start turning this area into a support, and then easy 1 to 2 trade. Really easily we can get 1 to 2. Look at the risk to reward on this trade as well. It's amazing. It's more than 1 to 2. But have to wait. We haven't violated the structure highs just yet, and we haven't broken the highs on the wick as well. And also, guys, this is a scale in position. We are in a winning trade, so we don't need to rush into this. But honestly, this might just be the position coming up now. Let's see how this minute candle prints. Might be looking to execute on a position here. I'm just gonna get my magic keys going. Let's just see what happens now. As I said, no business, price is no business breaking the highs again. The 15-minute highs are right here. Price is no business breaking these highs. If we start breaking these highs, start turning that into a support area on low time frames, I'm taking a position, a buy position, capitalizing on a buy position. Until then, we can start pushing down and the sells can play out as well. And I think my runner will get stopped out if we start breaking below this. But look at the rejection from the downside as well. But if my runner is literally below the wick, literally below this wick, 6 pips away from being stopped out, my runner position. But guys, make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Our goal is 40 likes today. We are going to capitalize on another position here, but make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. You guys can see we're all about transparency every single day. Okay, at this point it's coming up again. There we go, retesting the same area. At this point, honestly, we see an engulfing bullish candle violating these highs here. Could be another buy position, because look at that, literally forming a double bottom here at this point. Now it's still respecting this area. That's the thing, we're still respecting this. So now if this candle can start engulfing everything to the left and we see momentum kicks in, this might be a good opportunity to scale in. But again, have to wait for the extra bit of confirmation. I would want to see price closing above this, retest to take it back up. Oh, this candle might just be it, guys. This might just be that candle. This is the new 5-minute open as well. Look at that. It has the bottom wick as well as the upper wick. This might just be it, guys, honestly. Let's see how this candle closes though. Might look to scale in from here. If we can start breaking to the top side, honestly, might look to scale in over here. I want to see how this one closes because I want it to close above this structure first. So again, it got a little bit of a rejection. I don't want to see any sort of rejections. I want to see an engulfing close closing above this. This was the last bit of an area where we saw selling momentum kick in. So you can understand there are some sell orders here. So I want to see these sell orders being taken out. Afterwards, I want to see a retest, grabbing more buy orders, and then we can take a buy position. Honestly, why not? So I want to see how this candle closes now. I want to see it close above. So see, this is pulling back now after taking out all the sell orders. And now as soon as it starts breaking its own highs, we should be good to go up. But again, right now it's just taking out the sell orders. We don't have, now we need to come down, grab some buy orders and start breaking its own highs. Should be good to go up. Until then, this just becomes a retest to push down basically. So I have to wait for a nice close above this. A nice close above this area here. And potentially start turning this area into a support, start breaking this again. At that point, we're coming up. We're coming up and we're breaking structure highs. But until then, this can potentially just become that retest, basically. And then the pullback to start playing, the sells can play out. So that's the thing, we have to wait for this. See, again, if we were being impulsive, could have been taken out. But as I said, if we wait for a close, this can start to reverse really easily. And my runner is about to get stopped out. My runner has been stopped out, guys, at this point now. The runner has been stopped out. I've got no positions running at this point. But I am looking to execute on another position though, for sure. We're going to wait for the extra bit of confirmation. But my runner position has been stopped out at this point. I'll execute on another position though, because I can see it playing out. But again, now I'm going to wait for the new 4 hour to open, and then I'm just going to let the 4 hour to basically give us momentum to drive the price all the way to the top side. That's what I'm waiting for. 4 hour to kick in. But honestly, even here now, a buy position could work out. But it's literally like in another like 7 minutes we got the new 4 hour opening, and then pretty much the 4 hour is going to create that bottom wick anyway, and then our 1-to-1s will get hit so quickly with the new 4 hour open. So I'm just going to wait for the new 4 hour to open up, and then at that point potentially can scale in with another position. So let's just see how it plays out. But this is, look at that, see, still just rejecting. At this point, this starts engulfing everything to the left, will come in all the way to the top side. But it kind of just wicked out my runner position. But it is what it is. It's part of the game, right? Part of the game. But now, let's say we start chilling up here. We start closing up there before the new 4 hour open. Let's say we start breaking above here. And literally with the new 4-hour open, I would not even expect it to come all the way down here, and I would expect this area here to start turning into support, and then at that point we're going all the way up to the daily highs. That's the best thing about it. But let's just see. Got another position left. Gonna wait for the new 4-hour open for 100% though, that's for sure, before I take any more positions. Because again, you gotta understand, we are still within the range. We had a winning trade within the range, so now we need to wait for the range to break. At that point, yeah, we can execute on a position, but until then we are just within our range and we have to wait. Really simple. Let's just take this out for now. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like, because look at that, we are still within a range. Look at your 30-minute time frame as well. This is all we have done so far. Pretty much pushed up at first, correction, and then after we caught the pullback all the way to the top side. Our winning trade that was. But you gotta understand, so far we've actually done nothing. So let's just wait for the new 4 hour to open. At that point, hopefully, if this 30-minute honestly starts closing below this area here now, and the new 4 hour opens, and then it pushes all the way up to 1785, and we see a massive rejection closing below 1782, I'm taking a sell position, and I'm stacking up on that sell position as well, because we're gonna see a massive push to the downside. Let me show you guys the potential to the downside if we start turning this area into a resistance. Do you guys see this, right? Do you guys see this? This is the potential, and you gotta understand, this is not going to be a pullback either. This is going to be a nice move to the downside, really nice move to the downside. Going to see an insane move to the downside, easy 100 pips to the downside. So that's why we just have to wait for that confirmation now. And I'm not looking to take any trades before the new 4 hour open. With the new 4 hour open, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's just see how this 30-minute closes as well at this point now. Because if it starts breaking its own lows again, now the confirmation for sells just goes up. But again, if we start holding this area now, look, 1783, if we hold this area, stay above this area, new 4 hour open, wicks down a little bit, does a retest of this support area, we see a massive engulfing bullish candle, I'm taking it to the top side as well. But just have to wait, literally just have to wait. But this is our 30-minute highs at the moment. We violated the structure highs as well, literally right here, you guys can see. But pretty much just retested this structure here though. We have news in an hour too, yeah. But I don't think it's a... So the only news, obviously this was the only news we had, right? Other than that, we have another... Oh yeah, we got... Okay. Yeah, that's after our session, guys. Yeah, that's after our session. I thought maybe there's something during our session. No, that's after our session. 3 o'clock our session ends. So yeah, this does not concern us. This was the only news event we were concerned about. Other than that, nothing else really. That's 3 o'clock. That's after our session. Honestly, if we start turning this area into a resistance, start breaking these lows, oh boy, sells can really start playing out. Honestly, really can start playing out at this point. Sells are starting to look really good. I'll be completely honest, with the new 4 hour open. Yeah, guys, I'm honestly thinking if we start closing below this now, below this area, honestly, come up, retest 1785, start turning this area into a resistance with the new 4 hour open, start breaking below this. Ooh, sells are starting to look good at that point. I'll be completely honest. We got another 2 minutes left. Might just see a really nice sell setup show up. But again, I have to wait for that confirmation. We don't have that confirmation yet. We haven't even violated the structure lows. We always want to react to the market, what the market gives us. We don't want to predict the market. But honestly, if the sells do play out, I am not securing the 1-to-1s. I'm letting it run at least for 60-70 pips. But again, we are still within a range, so that's how price is. When you are within a range, it will go to the lows of the range and the highs of the range, and it will just trade within the range. So if we can start breaking out of the range at that point, you know, obviously we can take a setup. But until then, we are still just within a range. And if it goes to the lows, take a buy setup. If it goes to the highs, sell it. So simple. This is our range at the moment. This 30-minute candle, the highs are up there, the lows are down there. So either way, when we do break out of this consolidation that we have, you understand, very massive push when we got the open. Obviously the momentum was there. The news also helped as well drive price all the way to the top side. Again, didn't take a position due to this reason, right? Waited for our correction, our pullback. We got our signal, took a buy position, winner. Ooh, the way this is starting to look, honestly, if we start closing below this now, sells might be playing out, guys, honestly. Again, I have to wait though. Because look at your 4 hour as well. Look at this gap, man. This gap needs to be filled as well. Do you guys have a gap, by the way, on your MetaTrader 5? On the 4 hour time frame, I have a gap here. Insane. Again, starting to see momentum kick into the top side once again. This might just be the push to the top side now. Look at this area. As I said, we stay above this area with a new 4 hour open, we're going up. We start closing below this area with a new 4 hour open, retest, another push down, break these lows, we're going down. It's really simple. And you guys know why this area is so crucial. If you guys were there for the analysis yesterday, it is a really crucial area. Really crucial area. That's the thing. A lot of sellers are sitting up here as well, so let's just see what happens around here, around this area at this point now. If we can start closing above here, it should be good to go up. So the daily is starting to reject at this point as well. That's the thing, right? Just looking to see. Honestly, this can be the pullback on the daily because daily has pushed down so much. Is retesting a key area. This can just be your pullback to start pushing down. With the new 4 hour open now, this is your new 4 hour open. Let's see how it plays out, honestly. We have the upper wick at this point now. Let's just let it create the bottom wick at this point. But if we do start closing below this, and we don't break the upper wick and still see momentum to the downside, I would not even wait for the structural lows to get violated if we turn this area into a resistance. Honestly, I'm taking it all the way down. All the way down. Look at this wick as well. The way we're forming. At this point, you got to understand as well. You're forming lower lows and lower highs at the moment. Look at your 4 hour. Again, it has an upper wick as well as a bottom wick now. The structural lows are literally just below this area as well. This is where you have your structural lows. It's so simple now. You got to understand there are a lot of buyers sitting down here. So now if you see crazy momentum kick into the top side, you understand everything is still bullish. We're still bullish. We're forming higher highs, higher lows. We don't have the confirmations for sells just yet. And you have your 4 hour has formed the upper wick at this point as well. You got to understand that, right? So now if you see crazy momentum kicks into the top side, you can easily scale in for a 1-to-1 position. But the next area that we do want to look out for is about 15 pips away. So it's a bit tricky because this is literally where your daily has done a pullback to. The current daily candle has done a pullback to this area. And so from here, you're expecting this area to hold now on the daily time frame. On the intraday time frame, you're expecting this area to hold and for price to start driving down now, start breaking all the lows. So you really just got to see at this point now who's more in control. If the buyers are more in control, you're going to start violating the 4 hour highs. You're going to see massive engulfing bullish candles. Otherwise, you're going to see prices going to start violating structural lows. You're going to see massive engulfing bearish candles. At that point, sell position can really work out, in my opinion. We can really keep this area as a stop loss if we can start violating the lows and start forming lower lows and lower highs. So that's the best thing about it. We can be fluid in the market. We can take it either way. Just have to have patience. But also want to see the momentum kick in. So at this point, again, look at that. You're about to retest the highs of the 4 hour. So if you start closing above this again, after forming a bottom wick, is really simple. Really simple. Price is going up. But until then, oh, there we go. The sells might be playing up now. I'm gonna quickly see how this candle closes, because again it's just potentially forming a bottom wick now, right? So if we start breaking the lows again, sells can play out. Otherwise, it is potentially just forming a bottom wick. You got to keep that in your mind. It has a nice bottom wick now, sustainable bottom wick. But now if it starts breaking the bottom wick again and start closing below the structure lows, I'm just waiting for a retest of this and I'm taking it down. Until then, it's just a bottom wick. We haven't closed below the structure lows as well. Got to keep that in your mind. She is so snappy. Yeah. Those cells are going to be so nasty, man. If these cells play out, they're going to be so nasty. That's the thing. So I'm being really fluid in the market. I'm not willing to, you know what? I am no FOMO, but these cells are going to be really nasty if they play out. But this pullback here now, a lot of buying momentum kicked in from this point on. So I would not be surprised if this candle starts stinging off everything to the left, starts breaking the 4-hour highs, and then our buyers can play out. That's the thing. See this, right? This was your 4-hour forming a bottom wick. So at this point now, look, we retested, stop breaking below this again. Oh man, these cells might be playing out, guys. Might be looking to execute on a sell position here, honestly. Let's see now, if you start pushing down, stop breaking these lows again, I'm looking to execute on a sell position, but I want to see these lows being broken with momentum. Because literally price can start pushing all the way up from here, but we start breaking these lows, we're going all the way downtown. Honestly, all the way downtown. This is another retest. I'm taking an impulsive entry here now, honestly. Where is my... Stop breaking these lows. Okay guys, I'm in this sell position, man. It can still be very tricky, so don't copy me, but I'm looking to hold this for a little bit. I'm not really securing partial TPs, so for me it makes sense to hold. I'm not looking to secure partial TPs. Let me just mention that again. I can very easily get tapped out. We haven't violated the structural lows. Highest confirmation trade will be below here. This is an impulsive entry, but because gold is so snappy, we might just see gold dropping like 100 pips and might not get an entry. But I'm looking to hold this for some time now though. Ooh, that's it. That's it. It's coming. It's about to violate. If we can start violating the structural lows, we are good. Until then, this can still reverse. But honestly, as I said, if we violate those structural lows, we're coming all the... Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. We're about to drop. Hopefully, we start breaking below this. Start closing below this. We're not coming back up. This is the only key area that we have. But again, it's an impulsive entry. I can very easily get wicked out and stopped out. So do not copy me. The confirmation and the probability will be in your favor once you start closing below this area. Start turning this area into a resistance. At that point, it's the safest trade to take. Until then, it's not the highest probability setup. But again, as I said, low risk, and I'm risking some of my profits. So even if I do get wicked out after obviously having a winning trade, I don't mind. It's just part of the game, right? See, the way it's just retested this, collected by orders, and is pushing all the way back up. So be super careful here, guys. Super careful. Let's just push this above the structure highs. My stop loss. There we go. Man, let me just... If we start closing below this... we're coming downtown, guys. Let's just see, though. The next 15, so let's see how this 15-minute closes as well. Honestly, look at the 30-minute at this point now, starting to retest the lows. You just want to see these lows starting to break, start turning this area into a resistance, or coming all the way downtown. I have a big stop loss on this as well though, by the way. My stop loss is all the way above the structure highs. Yeah, literally just up here, and I'm looking to hold this for a little bit. So my stop loss is about... So this is not our usual trade, you know. Stop loss is about 32 pips, aiming for about, you know, about 60 pips. That's what I'm aiming for on this position. It can play out if we start closing below this. Until then, it is a really impulsive entry. Price can very easily start coming up from here. Let me mention that again and again and again. Until you break below this, retest this, it is an impulsive entry and not the highest probability trade. But now, as I said, there is a reason why I'm taking this, because I've secured profits for the day, and you know, I can risk some of the profits to, you know, take impulsive entry. Usually we don't take impulsive entries for our first trades. This is not my first trade. Keep that in your mind. So if it does play out and I have an entry all the way from up here, it's beautiful. By the way, my entry is all the way up here, to be precise. That's my entry right there. So I'm looking to... Let's see how this plays out, man. Let's just see how this plays out. Again, you are still within a range. You haven't broken the range, and it's risky to sell the lows of the range. So this is not the highest probability trade just yet. Let me just mention that again and again and again. But I have my reasonings. So I have my reasonings. I can very much gold can just start pushing up from here. Because again, we are still within this consolidation. We haven't broken out of it. Safest trade, wait for the consolidation to break. Retest of the key area, start turning it into resistance. That's the safest way to take a sell position. This is not the safest trade. The chance of me getting stopped up is really high. But again, I do see a edge in this trade. That's why I've taken it. It's not a losing trade, but as I said, it's an impulsive entry. Usually we don't take impulsive entries. So let's see how this plays out. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll show you my MetaTrader 5 so in a second. Just quickly focusing on this just in case I want to manage something. So honestly, the last wick that we have is all the way down here. As soon as we start breaking below 1781.82 and start turning that into a resistance, oh man, nothing is stopping us from coming down at that point, honestly. It's just this area I'm looking to see if we can start engulfing everything to the left now. But again, the momentum is just not kicking in. I want to see some more momentum kick in. We can very easily start seeing a massive engulfing bullish candle being printed out just here, because look at the candles. They're starting to exhaust. There we go. Starting to see some sort of push to the downside now. We've literally just retested the lows at this point now. Haven't violated there we go. Starting to violate the structural lows. Let's see if we can get close below this. Again, until you see a close below the structural lows and a retest, it becomes very tricky to take a sell position just yet. But yeah, I'll show you guys my MetaTrader 5 as well. Give me a second. I'm up like 15 pips already on this position, but I'm looking to hold this. 17 pips up at this point. Whoa. This is pushing now, guys. Ooh. Look at this beast. It's pushing now. But again, it can very easily just flip. But look at this beast. I'm holding this, honestly. Oh, if we can start. Oh, look at this, guys. 1-2-1 would have been hit. I'm closing half. Oh, I'm closing half. Stop loss at break even. Look at this trade, guys. Look at this trade. Oh, no way. Look at this beast. I told you guys. 40 pips up. I told you guys. I've closed half, man. Oh, boy. I told you guys. Man, what a beast of a trade. Wow. What a beast of a trade. Wow. Wow, guys. What a beast of a trade, right? Wow. Did you guys see that dump? Whoa. Insane. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I've secured profits down there as well, by the way. But now I'm looking to hold this as long as I don't get wicked up. Hopefully I don't get wicked up. I think this is gonna dump now. Honestly, I don't see gold coming up anymore. Oh boy. We're gonna see 100 pips to the downside. Drop a like, guys. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. What a beast of a trade. I'm holding this all the way to the downside now. I think we're going to see 100 pips to the downside easily. But if we do start breaking above here again, I'm going to look to see if I want to close some partials. You know, because I've only closed about 50%. So if we see momentum kick into the top side, potentially you might want to come all the way up here and then from there start to drop. But because my stop loss is not above the structural highs, I can get wicked up. But honestly, honestly, I'm holding this. You know what? I've secured my profits. I'm holding this. This is going downtown. I'm holding this, guys. I've secured 50%. I don't mind. I actually don't mind. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna secure another half at 60 pips. But whoa, drop a like on the YouTube live stream, guys. See, I told you this was gonna happen, and why I took an impulsive entry. See, it made a lot of sense. Wow, what a beast, man. What a beast this trade was. Amazing. I've secured some of the profits down there, and let's just hope my runner don't get stopped up, man, because again, if we start turning this area into support now, we're coming all the way up and it's going to stop me out. So let's just hope my runner doesn't get stopped out at this point now. But look at this minute candle. Wow. You saw that minute candle, right, guys? You saw that. Oh, I'm holding this though. I don't mind. I've secured a lot of profits for the day. I don't mind holding this, honestly. But if I get stopped out on this, it is what it is. Oh boy.
A 40 pip candle.
Yeah, you guys saw that minute candle, right? Guys, come on, let's get some more likes. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. 2 winning trades given out to you guys again today. We don't even have 30 likes, guys. What's happening? Let's drop at least 30 likes. Come on, show some love. That helps with the algorithm, and that's going to be good because the more likes we have, the more people can start finding out about our channel, and then they can take advantage of this free opportunity as well. So let's do our part and start showing some love on the YouTube live stream. But yeah, risk-free trade at this point once again, guys. Let's just hope my runner can survive, man. If this runner can survive, this is going to keep on dropping. But this minute candle is going to make gold come up now because this created an imbalance, this minute candle here. But you guys saw, if I had a partial TP set on this, it would have gotten here so quickly. Oh, this was insane. Amazing trade, man. What amazing trade this was. But if I get stopped out now, don't stop me out. Go back down. I want my runner to do some damage. Go back down. Go back down. Go back down, gold. Oh, he stopped out my runner again, man. Oh.
Should have pulled the Glock out on it, dog.
Bro, it's always the runners being stopped out because obviously the stop loss goes at break even.
Hey, the runners are all good. Blessing or not, you know?
I know, but bro, the potential was insane if this had played out. Because, yeah, honestly, but you guys saw this minute candle. Oh, look at this minute candle, 40 pips. Watch it just start turning this area into a resistance and then start dropping now. But again, you gotta keep another thing in your mind as well. There is an area here to the left that we were potentially going to reject anyway. You understand that as well. But man, it's gonna start dropping now. I'm not taking any more positions though. But my runners, man, always getting stopped up. Oh man, that runner would have given me. Oh, I'm kind of burning if it starts dropping now. I'm gonna burn, honestly. Look at that rejection as well. If you see an engulfing bearish candle, oh, it's coming downtown. This becomes your retest. But again, this can very easily start turning into a support area as well. But guys, you saw this. You saw this. Again, why did I secure profits? Looking to the left. You want to secure profits here because again, this can literally just be a deeper pullback. Until you actually see a close below this, this can literally just be a deeper pullback. Look, you haven't actually closed below it. You can understand that. So now if price does reject this and it doesn't turn this area into a resistance and you see support being formed here again, man, at that point you're going all the way up to the daily highs. But guys, let's hit 40 likes. Look at that, 2 trades given up today. Both winners, both winning trades. We have 23 likes. Let's drop a couple more likes. But whoa, what amazing trade this was. Insane, man. Look at this, it's gonna start dumping now. It just wanted to stop my runner out. That's what I wanted to do. Watch this now. You're gonna see a massive engulfing bearish candle again. Nah, no more. You got NYSE approaching in a couple minutes as well. But wow, man. Amazing session once again. But again, guys, I don't want to overtrade, so I'm done with my positions. I don't know why I secured just 50% down there. I should have secured at least 80% because I knew my runner was going to get stopped out anyway. But it is what it is. We secured a lot of profits today, so it is what it is. Don't want to be greedy. Greed is what kills you in the markets. Don't want to be greedy, man. Don't want to be greedy. But whoa, you guys saw that magic. Two. Man, this is gonna start climbing all the way to the downside now. Honestly, I can see it start climbing down. Yeah, runner is getting stopped, bro. Take your money, bro. Yeah, I took my money down there. It was just a runner. Took 50% down there. And yeah, honestly, guys, at this point,
You took
taking
90
two.
on your first position, bro. The buy.
Say that again.
You took 90 on your first position?
Yeah, I know. But this one I only took 50. I'll be honest. I didn't take
Oh, did
90.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The sell position I only took 80.
It
50,
should be
50.
good, right? Like,
Yeah, me too. 50%.
Bro, because I didn't expect the correction to be so mad because I know gold will drop now. It's
it's
just
because it's stopping the uptrend.
I know. It's
That's
just
why.
retesting this.
So
It's gonna start dropping now, but no, I don't want to take any more positions, man. I don't want to overtrade. But oh man, I had like could have at least secured like 90% here and then just let the rest of the would have made so much, man. Look at that, literally 1 minute candle. TP in 1 minute candle. Can you guys see that? How insane this was. But guys, on the YouTube live stream, drop a like, man. We're gonna call it a day now. We've taken our 2 trades. We'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Catch